The U.S. Senate has unanimously passed a resolution opposing any presidential pardon or commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted associate of Jeffrey Epstein. The vote was unanimous, meaning every senator, regardless of political party, agreed that Maxwell should not receive executive clemency. While the resolution is not legally binding and cannot prevent a president from issuing a pardon, it sends a strong bipartisan political message that lawmakers believe Maxwell should serve a full prison sentence. Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted in 2021 on multiple federal charges for helping Jeffrey Epstein recruit, groom, and sexually abuse underage girls over several years. Prosecutors argued that Maxwell played a key role in Epstein's trafficking operation by identifying vulnerable victims, gaining their trust, and facilitating the abuse. In 2022, she was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. Since then, her case has remained one of the most closely watched criminal cases in the United States because of its connection to Epstein and the many unanswered questions surrounding his network. The Senate's action comes amid renewed public attention over speculation that Maxwell could seek a presidential pardon or some form of executive clemency. Although no official pardon has been granted, reports and political discussions surrounding the possibility prompted lawmakers to act. Senators from both Democrats and Republicans agreed that someone convicted of crimes involving the exploitation of minors should not receive special treatment. Their unanimous vote reflects an exceptionally rare moment of bipartisan unity in today's highly divided political environment. It is important to understand that the Senate resolution does not have the force of law. Under the U.S. Constitution, the President has the authority to grant pardons for federal crimes, and Congress cannot directly block that power through a resolution. Instead, the measure serves as an official statement expressing the Senate's collective opinion. While symbolic, such resolutions can influence public opinion and demonstrate where lawmakers stand on controversial issues. Supporters of the resolution argue that granting clemency to Maxwell would send the wrong message to victims of sexual abuse and human trafficking. They believe accountability should remain the highest priority and that those convicted of serious crimes involving minors should serve the sentences handed down by the courts. Many victim advocacy groups have also emphasized that justice should not be undermined by political considerations, especially in cases involving exploitation and abuse. The unanimous vote also highlights the lasting impact of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, which continues to generate public interest years after his death. Investigations into Epstein's associates, unanswered questions about his network, and ongoing legal proceedings have kept the case in the headlines. Maxwell remains one of the highest-profile individuals convicted in connection with Epstein's criminal activities, making any discussion of executive clemency politically sensitive and closely watched. Although the Senate's resolution cannot legally prevent a future president from exercising constitutional pardon powers, it represents one of the clearest bipartisan statements Congress has made on a high-profile criminal case. Whether the symbolic action influences any future decisions remains uncertain, but it underscores a strong consensus among lawmakers that Ghislaine Maxwell should continue serving her prison sentence without receiving presidential clemency.